Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to CG Market Watch. It's a very gloomy day in Singapore, and it's not just because it's raining, it's because we are bleeding, and the market has been brutal this whole entire year, and the market is not just gonna let us spend a joyful Christmas at all, and there's no festive mood at all. Last year, this particular moment, we are having so much fun watching our portfolio rise in 5 to 4 figures. This year, this point in time, we are looking at it drowning in 4 to 5 figures as well. What a contrast. And the greatest question now on a lot of people's mind, and I know it's in some of you as well, which is where are we heading to, right? What is the bottom here? Are we going to $3,000 or $1,000? And I've lost my blazer as well, because I just feel that it's in such moments that we need to be looking at what's more important, right? And we should then be investigating into what is next, or what should we be doing next. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through various charts today. Today is a Friday, so I'm gonna summarize the week for you guys as well with some news. And like I say, when I did this video or CG Market Watch on Wednesday, and you compare the prices from that Wednesday to today, it's almost about a $400 to $500 deep. It's crazy. And the whole market cap just lost about close to $20 billion. It's crazy. At the same time, compare this video with what I did 2 months ago, that price and current price, how I wish we could all go back to that point 2-3 months ago when we can sell off all of our stuff. Stop thinking about hodling, and it's not gonna work, and you just sell off everything or just short everything happily. And the greatest funniest thing is, I had a call with Ryan last night at about 10 to 11 p.m. We had a 15 to 20, 30 minutes long conversation, and we were just talking about how stupid it is when you short, you make some BTC, but at the same time your BTC is losing value. So unless you're shorting your whole entire portfolio of whatever BTC you have, and you make that amount of Satoshi, then you are considered net gain. But as long as you're holding some altcoins, as long as you're holding some BTC in your investment pot, and you're just trading a little bit, and you earn that Satoshi, you will still lose that US dollar value on your investment pot. So it's a net thing, you don't make any money. And we've come to that conclusion. It's super lame and it's super stupid, right? That when you are shorting, but you are still losing value. So it's very different from traditional markets, from Forex, or from US dollars, from gold, different commodities, because there's always an asset back. There's always something that's stable. But when you compare Tether and BTC, they're both cryptocurrencies. What balance do you get? What stability do you get? It's so questionable. There's nothing that's stable here. You talk about stable coins, are they stable? They are cryptocurrencies as well. So when you realize the fact that even when you are shorting right now, and you have some BTC, you have altcoins, you are thinking that, oh, I should hold on to it, because what if BTC goes moon and I lose out on that? You are already losing money when you're shorting still, even you're making money. It's so confusing, right? So you're shorting, you're making Satoshi, but your Satoshi is worth less. Your investment pot that is in BTC, it's worth less now as well. So think about that for a second, let it sink in, and you realize that, oh, I'm losing in multiple ends. You may be making and shorting unless you're shorting a huge portion of your portfolio, but when will the short squeeze come in? You don't know. So as a retail trader or retail investor, you're put into such a place that anything can happen, and liquidation can happen, be it on Bitmex or any other form of exchanges. And you just gotta be so wary, and it's so much mental stress on you guys, right? And I believe so, because I am in it as well with you guys. I understand how you guys feel. Ryan also understands, right? It's just that he has some family things to settle, but he'll be back soon. But both of us are, thinking of ways to help you guys as well. Even just helping out the Discord people, our legacy and elite members, they know that we've always been here still. And yet again, reaching out to you guys, we are also facing difficulties coping with this particular incident that's happening. Everything is just happening so rapidly. So guys, we need to be ready. And even if it's kind of late as of now, we should be ready by when BTC was $5,000, but now that it's at $3,000, the value practically half, 50% discount. We need to think about what we need to do now, okay? And it's tough, all right, to look at your portfolio dying. I understand. I totally understand. I make some money. I make 4 figures on shorting. I lost 5 figures in terms of investment pot. So I understand the pain that you guys are going through, okay? Really sincerely. And I think we need to kind of discuss what's the best solution right now. But first of all, still, I want to be structured. I want to cover whatever I need to cover first. Then we talk about kind of like the strategy at the end of the part, all right? And we talk about Q&A, we talk about strategy later, and I want to be as transparent as I can. Whatever I can share, I will share. And we'll talk about that at the end of the segment. So just hang on. Let me go through what I need to go through. Let's understand the market first, and then we will go to the strategy, all right? Okay, let's go. So as saddening as this is, I have to carry on. As much as I don't want to do this, I have to still carry on. So anyway, we kind of need to understand the whole entire market that's going on as well. And with that, let me begin. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen now, and what a day. Okay. So come on guys, okay, let's do it. Okay, so right now we're looking at a coin market cap. Of course, it's not very pleasant to look at all. It's at 108 billion as of now. 24 hours volume is at 17 bill. The funniest thing is Bitcoin dominance is at 55.1%. This is outrageous. So that means to say in the whole entire cryptocurrency market now, there are more people holding on to BTC. Why? Maybe they are margin traders. Okay, they are borrowing BTC just to short. So they are selling off all their different altcoins, going to BTC, so that they can margin it, be it short, long, whatever, but they are margining it. Okay, and we need to understand who are the contenders when it comes to shorting. Who are the contenders that are buying it up? As of now, there are no one buying it. As of now, there are a lot of people shorting it. So we're gonna cover that. Okay. So Bitcoin, of course, 11.4% downwards action. Bitcoin SV went up by 18.48%. There's a bit of bullshit here. Tether went up by 0.64%. Wow. Okay. So EOS, one of the biggest losers as well. Okay, negative 21%. It's a huge drop. In fact, most of the tokens right now that we're looking at has kind of gone to their ICO price. It's like a freaking big reset button that it's hit, and everything goes back to where it first started, except maybe Litecoin, right? I remember when I first bought Litecoin, it was about what, $13? We are 50% there, right? So we're $26. We're almost there. Monero, wow, the glorious day of 200 plus is now at $45. We're all done. I'm speechless. Okay, Dash is $62, guys. You want to do a masternode? It's freaking cheap. Dash went up to about what, 400 or 500. Now it's on a great discount. Neo, you want to get some gas, which is practically worth nothing much as well. Neo is at $5. ETC, let's not even go there really. Zcash also down slightly. There's some coding issue. True US dollar, USDC, and Paxos, they were ranked 30 plus. They are now in the 20s. So it got me thinking today. I was talking to the Discord people. Why did the stable coins magically appear last month? How did that happen? There was the Tether implosion, and then suddenly it all just came, right? And suddenly all the exchanges started listing them very, very conveniently, and you have the market tanking. Paxos have a trading competition on Binance just before the market tank. Don't know if you guys noticed that. These are just telltale signs. I'm not sure whether I can correlate all this, but even example Huobi is now trying. No, sorry, not Huobi. Binance is now trying to list true US dollars inside. So it got me thinking. Does the people, is the people that we think they know the market, are they really manipulating the market? You think about it, you realize that, wow, there's so much trend, if you just think about it, that people are doing, or just different exchanges are colluding. I'm not sure, but why was there so much introduction of the stable coins just last month? So did they actually know that this will happen? Got me thinking. Okay, so I hope that gets you thinking too. So market bloodbath, recession impending on regularly scheduled programming. Now, I have no idea what it means, but basically recession is impending. Why? So let's talk about how the different stocks are doing, right? So Dow Jones, Nasdaq went up by 43 points. It went down so much more yesterday. So PVIX, oh sorry, not PVIX. What am I talking about? Sorry, that's crypto. VIX index actually went up to about 23 points yesterday. So that it's VIX is actually an indicator of volatility in the market. Commodity wise, I remember gold did perform pretty okay. Yeah, in fact, yesterday all the commodities were in red except gold. So it kind of just tells you where the market is heading into. As what Ryan likes to say, there's some unwinding going on. So a lot of people are holding cash as of now. They're selling off whatever that they have in terms of asset just to hold cash to prepare for the recession. When's it gonna come? No one knows. I've spoken to some financial analysts. They're saying 2020, that's when the halving is gonna come in. Is that a coincidence? Will it come in 2019 next year? No one knows as well, right? So it's so much question that I'm asking as well on a daily basis to different people, but no one gives me a concrete answer. Where is the bottom for Bitcoin? No one knows as well. You look at the throw box in Bitmex, it's kind of hilarious as well. So no one exactly knows, right? So the market bloodbath and of how BTC is just going down, Nasdaq, you know, the different S&P 500, different indexes are going down. So that also has have an impact on cryptocurrencies as well, especially Nasdaq, which is tech stocks. It will actually impact the cryptocurrency market slightly. All right, that's the slight correlation between the cryptocurrency market and the IT stocks. And the other news that I've read today, just today only, is that Chinese miners have become the biggest crypto short sellers. Okay, now this news, it's kind of expected. I don't know if you guys expected it. I was just thinking, let's say I'm mining, I'm paying more for the fees to mine a single block or mining a single Bitcoin. I would use this Bitcoin and short it, right? But the problem is I cannot transfer a Bitcoin until after 3 months later. So that means to say, if let's say I mine some Bitcoin today, I cannot transfer out to short it, okay? Because there's this rule, okay? So it's written down in this article. I don't know what's it called, but basically, I don't know where is it, but let me see. So anyway, for almost all of 2018, Bitcoin hash rate kept increasing even while price was decreasing. So the profitability of some miners was halved and halved, but they were still profitable. Why? Because they were shorting. And hash has decreased by 50%. Okay, so what this article basically says, and the crux of it very simply, is that the miners are not allowed to take out whatever they have mined as of now. They can only take it out 3 months later. So for instance, anything that I'm mining as of now in December, I can only take it out in say February or March. And then I can short it at that point in time, or long it, or whatever, if we still believe in long. So that is the problem, right? So what they are doing now is that they are using whatever tokens they have in terms of Bitcoin to to margin and leverage on it, and then double their amount. So example, if I mine 30 coin next month, while its price may continue to fall, I shall place a short order on the exchange to sell them at current price but deliver 1 month later. So they are looking to futures as well, and it just coincides with what Nasdaq and Buck is trying to do, right? So it sounds like a proper futures rather than margin selling, but that's what they are doing, right? So the problem is what this article mentioned is that they have a lot of Bitcoin in their storage, okay, in their vault. But those Bitcoin are also losing money if they're not doing anything, okay? So if I'm shorting here, I'm making Satoshis. My Satoshis, if let's say the value were to drop, my Satoshis are worth less now. Those that are in my vault are even worse, okay? So this is the problem that they're having right now. They cannot liquidate their asset until after 3 months later, then they can transfer out from the vault. But at the same time, when they are shorting it, it's not productive because they're not earning as much. They have to spend more time instead of mining to be shorting. So if you just understand this logic alone, then you understand that even though they are mining, that the hash rate, the percentage is still there. Are they focusing their efforts on shorting, or are they focusing their efforts on mining? Right? So even when the hash rate of BCH or Bitcoin Cash is going down, as I can just show you quickly, even though Bitcoin Cash ABC or even SV is going down, you realize that the hash rate of Bitcoin still remains about the same, right? It's not a huge increase or whatever shit, but it's still the same. And in fact, the funniest thing now is that Bitcoin SV hash rate is actually more, okay, wow, okay, they just caught up. Just now, SV's hash rate was actually more than BCH ABC. So you can see funds shifting towards Bitcoin Cash ABC once again to try and win SV. So this cycle is just boring shit. It just keep on regurgitating. It just, they're just going waves. And this is the latest SV block mining pool. All right, we realize this is the latest Bitcoin Cash pool. I cannot see because currently it's focusing on a SV because they are so-called a winner for the day, I guess. So in a sense, we can see the hash rate dropping as well. Okay. So even when the hash rate for Bitcoin Cash is dropping, you don't see a huge increase in hash rate when it comes to Bitcoin. You don't see a lot of Bitcoin miners starting to mine Bitcoin as well. A lot of them are liquidating their businesses. A lot of them are liquidating their mining equipments and whatever not. All right. So just to try and fund their operations. So it's a very tough time for everything that's crypto related, to be really truly honest. And now that we see, which is coming to my next news, the SEC commissioner, we thought she's our friend, but she's not, says that don't wait on Bitcoin ETF, it could take days or years. Wow, what a great time to announce this news yesterday, isn't it? Like, wow, like when the first red candle comes in, he just have to smack it down, right? So, wow, like I was just looking at this, I was like, shit, man, this is bullshit. Like, this is, I don't know whether it's called manipulation, or should I call it convenience, or I call it the right timing. It could be all three, but it just happened at the right time, at the right place, on the right spot. And all of us just died together in terms of our portfolio. Unless you're shorting, you're happy. But once again, do you own any other BTC or altcoins? If yes, you're still dying, guys. So it says that, oh, look, the ETF has become the catalyst of next bull run. ETF could certainly increase the liquidity, but according to the SEC, as it appears, the approval of Bitcoin ETF remains an uncertainty, and it could take days to years. Well, he can just stop at days to months. He should say years. So that's bad. Okay, but anyway, don't hold your breath. I do caution people to not live or die on when crypto or Bitcoin ETF gets approved. That I'm working on trying to convince my colleagues to have a bit more open mind when it comes to crypto. I'm not as charming as some other people. Oh wow, that's quite an emotive speech. But this is the problem, right? So even when Nasdaq or even Fidelity, they are leading a cryptocurrency exchange or future market in the future with BUC coming in. It's all coming in February. It's all coming in February, right? So the greatest question now is, BUC is coming in January, sorry. The first product will be launched in January 24th, that period, the last few weeks in January. Nasdaq is rumored to be in Q1 in 2019, we don't know when. And so this is just based on US side, okay? On the China side, which is in Asia, from what I know, okay, what I found out is that even though they are banning on ICO, they're banning on STOs and whatever not they're doing, they are still looking into the space. Okay, they could be using VPN, they could be doing a lot of different things just to get into the space as well. It's still very, very hot in it. But the question is, can they sustain as well? Can the cryptocurrency miners sustain themselves? Can the traders, can the people inside? I know Chinese tendencies, they have quite a fair bit of money and asset class back, right? But the question is, how long can we last in this bearish period? You see ETC core development team just quitting the project. We see Ethereum, firing 17% of their employees. So that's it's just that if the bearishness was to just continue, if the bear market just continue, it will not only just wipe out us as retail traders and investors, it will wipe out the teams as well. And the question is, which team can sustain the longest and can sustain this bearishness? That is the key question. Now, my next question is, okay, so next question we'll go to the charts, okay? First, Bitcoin Cash risk flippening as BSV gains on BCH ABC. So this news came today, and if I'm not wrong, BCH SV actually went up quite a fair bit on 18% just now, and Bitcoin Cash ABC is losing ground. And we have seen how Bitcoin Cash, it just dipped by close to double-digit negative percentage on a daily basis. It just keeps on going down, same as EOS. And the hash rate, in fact, has lost to SV as well. So SV is winning right now. But the question is, I've really no idea what the hell are they trying to do. And the hash rate war, or the hash war per se, is still ongoing. BTC at the end of the day is still the loser in that sense, because all the volume is being sucked out. The question is, are they mining BTC now? Are they mining BCH now? Are they shorting the miners? Are the miners focusing more on hedging and shorting than the mining itself? Okay, because the shorting and the hedging makes more money than the mining itself. Do you guys get where the shit is coming from? So if the producer, okay, so let's just think this is a whole ecosystem of producing crops. if the factory that's producing Bitcoin or producing the crop, say conflicts or whatever not, is not producing conflicts, but is focusing on exploring another project called Consup or whatever not, then they are not producing conflicts, because Consup makes more money. It's just like shorting and hedging makes more money, right? I gain Satoshi value just by holding on to Tether. What bullshit is this? I don't understand that. But by me holding on to Tether when I sold out most of my different stuff at $4,200 when BTC was there, and I told the group as well, I am making more Satoshi gains than if I'm holding on to Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? That's hilarious. This is the first time ever I'm experiencing it. So it's a deal breaker for me. I'm like, wow, okay. So we're done with the hash wall thing. We have discussed that. Now we're going to the charts. This is when it gets a bit tough. Okay, so what I've done here is I've splitted the BTC charts into an hour, 4 hours, daily, and weekly. Okay, and I think you guys will want to know what the hell is going on slightly. Okay, so in a way, and you want to kind of get slightly more comprehensive. So I'm giving to you this today. I'm gonna gift it to you guys. Which is the analysis that I will normally make only for our elite and premier and elite and our legacy members. Okay, but they have been receiving so much information, so I'm just going to share some quick ones for you guys. Okay, just especially during this bearish period, we'll be here for you. Okay, so hourly. Okay, so right now what we're seeing is that the RSI is slightly recovering from the oversold side. Okay, Chico span is slightly recovering as well. We see basically a kind of like a reversal candle right here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me zoom in slightly for you. So you can see it's kind of like a reversal candle here with, and this is what we call kind of like an inside candle. Not entirely, but we can see that it gapped down slightly and it gapped up. So it's kind of like a slight inside candle, which may show some bullishness to come. Now, don't take my words for it, okay? TA doesn't make any sense in cryptocurrency. I can say that almost with 80% certainty, especially if you're trading on certain exchanges. I'm not going to mention which one, with a very high leverage amount of times 25, 50, or 100. Wow, that particular chart can have very long wicks, okay? And I love candlesticks analysis, and I've never seen such long wicks before. Even in Forex, I hardly see it. Even you talk about GBP/US dollars, the most volatile pair, I didn't see such wicks before. So you know which exchange. But in any case, I'm just trying to show you from Bitstamp and a different exchange point of view, just to kind of see the discrepancy between the value and also the charts. But as of now, we may see some quick recovery. One of the reasons why I personally think there might be a slight pump is a short squeeze to liquidate certain shorters. Because all the panic sellers are shorting it. Everyone's so negative on the market, so am I. But everyone is very, very negative now. The only way to kind of make money is to liquidate some shorts. Okay, and so we may just see it going up to Kijun Sing line, which is the blue line. And if let's say I would just draw a quick Fibonacci, very, very basic one, okay, you guys can do it yourself. You can see that we can hit up to 3429, even 3508, and even 3572. Now, it will be a struggle to probably hit here, I think, but 3508 is a potential level, I would say. Definitely not gonna be able to cross the cloud at all. And the greatest question I have for you guys, you can answer it on your own, is where is the volume gonna come from? What the hell is supporting the volume? So if you are saying that you want to long it, or if you're saying that you want to buy into BTC at the moment, I'm questioning your logic, because where is the volume going to come from? If bulk is going to be coming in January, and if it doesn't move the market, if institutional traders or retail traders or whatever don't adopt this idea of Bitcoin tanking like that, why would I even go in to buy from bulk, okay, or use their custodial wallet? Because I don't even want to use it. I don't even want to own anything. And even if Nasdaq futures were to come in, is it as lucrative, right? If let's say I would just short the indexes, I short the bank stocks, and I just long that VIX, wouldn't I make money in a recession too? So if they are wise enough and they know that those have history longer than Bitcoin itself in the whole entire market, then why does it seem like we are focusing so much on bulk and Nasdaq's futures? Because it kind of doesn't make sense. But a lot of people don't understand that point of view. A lot of retail traders don't understand, because they are coming to crypto firsthand. You are coming to crypto firsthand, you probably would not understand how the other financial markets work, right? So just giving you a point of view of what they are thinking about. If cryptocurrencies get tanked like that because of a freaking hash rate war on it's a number 4 coin, and it just went through a fork. Wow, this is like a stock split, and then after that the stock split with this stock winning that stock, but it doesn't make sense. It's still the same thing, you know what I mean? And that's happening. Okay, now if you look at the 4 hours chart, this is 4 hours, sorry, this is 4, okay, I'm going to change it to 4 hours. Okay, so you do see some slight recovery, a slight reversal candle, not very strong signal, to be honest. We are still in the oversold side. Cloud is still kind of thick. We're not going to be breaking it that soon. And like I say again, the key question is, where is the volume going to come from? If the miners themselves are shorting it, if the factory themselves are selling corn soup, they're not producing corn anymore, they're just selling the soup, then who are the one producing the corn? Who's supporting the network in producing the corn? And if the miners are not supporting it, do you think that the exchanges, the liquidity providers, the VCs, what are they going to be thinking? What are they going to be doing? Okay, so it gets me thinking, where are the volume gonna come from, guys? Where is the jolly, joyful Christmas? Okay, anyway, so this is on the 4 hours chart. Nothing much to talk about. We are still in the oversold side. Candles are slightly recovering, still very weak. Basically, guys, just weak volume. Okay. If you were to go to daily, this is on Bitstamp, so the price may differ slightly. You may kind of see. I was really praying, you know. I was telling the group, I was really praying for the double bottom that will occur here. Last night, I was just telling them at like 1 a.m. I was saying, "Oh guys, you know, we may have a daily double bottom, and we may see some upside breakout from there." But no, we didn't. We break down, we drown, and we bleed. But that happened, and we have a 3 black crows forming. But the trend is slowing down in daily wise, of course. But we do see RSI heading towards oversold as well. So it's really very hard to tell where the chart's gonna go next. This may be a reversal candle, may not be as well. So it's just very, very hard. Why? Because everyone's in a despair mode. I think some of you watching this also in despair mode. And the key title today is, can we go to $1,000, right? Look, there's not a lot of analysis or a lot of analysts saying that we can hit to $1,000. We're gonna hit to 3,000. We're gonna hit somewhere, right? But do they really know what they're doing? Do they really know what they're talking about? No one knows. Okay, so to be honest, no one knows that. Okay, so the only way we know it is when the factory stops producing corn soup. They start focusing on their main operations, which is creating corn. And when the exchanges and the rest of it says that, okay, now let's get started. Now, I just had a quick chat with Orbiton just now, which is our CTO. We had a great discussion. He was saying that, you know, who are the greatest, who are the people that are still making revenue right now? Number one, definitely the exchanges, right? Because you have to withdraw, you have to transact, you have to sell and buy, you have to margin. Number two, are the stable coins company, because they're offering you something that is backed or not backed, whatever, and they're exchanging it for your BTC. Yeah. So let that sink in for a while as well. So when he said that, I was like, shit, damn it. I was part of the thing. So no choice, man. What to do, guys? We are in the cryptocurrency, right? So we have to hedge it out to certain stable coins. It's just, which one do you want to give money to? Which one do you want to give liquidity to? Which one do you want to give your BTC to? It's a matter of choice here. Question, would you want to hold BTC or would you want to hold US dollar right now at this current juncture? That's a good question to think about as well. Okay. Now, last chart I want to show you quickly is the weekly chart. It's on Bitmex, okay? And there's a huge price discrepancy. It's at 3,439, whereas on Bitstamp is 3,383. It's about $20 difference. It's fine, never mind. I think it's still about the same. But the key thing that I've drawn here is the EMA 200. So there was some guy commenting on our Telegram channel saying that, hey, you know, weekly is now below the 200 EMA. You know, I wasn't really noticing the weekly charts until he mentioned it, to be honest. If I've seen it and I've seen how we have crossed below, and with some telltale signs, I could have asked everyone, I could rescue everyone to get out. So it's unfortunate I didn't see it. I'm sorry, guys. But on a weekly, we do see the doji. We do see a huge Marubozu candle. We are down below the EMA 200. It's definitely not a very, very good sign. Question is, where will we head to? And it's saddening to know that, but it's really hard. So some people, some of our facilitator in our elite group, especially Bunado, very good at Elliott Wave, he's saying that we may drop to 2.9 or $3,000 level around there, and we'll see a bounce up. We may also be seeing the previous support, which is at 1.9 or $2,000 level. Question is, some guys were also saying that, wow, what if we drop to $931, right, which is 1K. Now, when I first started in Bitcoin, I bought it at $700 or 700 US. I wasn't the early adopter, but I was at least someone who enjoyed this pumped. And that was about in late 2016 when Ryan gave me the call, and I trusted him. And so, wow, if BTC were to just go back there, it will be really the greatest depression and the greatest reset button ever. It just basically wipes out at least 75% or maybe 50% of all the ICO projects that said they're going to create this, they're going to create that, but at the end of the day, they're not going to create anything. They're just going to create cloud and air. That's why sometimes they're called the air tokens. They create air. And then we introduce the next wave, which is probably the STOs, when it's legalized and it's all legitimate. And that's the next wave we're going to be ushering in. The question is, what is and where is the bottom? No one knows, right? No one's freaking knows. So I'm not going to just tell you, oh, based on this indicator, we're going to be heading there. Based on this, whatever, we're going to be heading there. Guys, my job is not to be assuring you guys here. And I'm not going to be able to make certain predictions because the market is just totally being manipulated in all sorts of ways. But all I can say is question yourself a few questions. Number one, who are backing our volume? So if you want to go long, if you want to buy it, who's backing it? I don't know. Number two, what can be the cause of the price going up right now? Okay, it's questionable. Number three, what is stopping miners from continue shorting? What is stopping most people from? What are stopping the VCs, the exchanges? What are they doing then? What do you think they are doing? Are they cashing out? Are they keeping their reserves in Tether? What are they doing? So when you question yourself in just these few ways, you have a group of friends, you discuss, some intelligent friend you have. If not, you can join you can join Elite Group next year when we do open up. We will introduce some intelligent people into your life in that sense. But then we can go into some huge, great discussion about what the hell is going on in the market. And yeah, so no one exactly knows where it's gonna go to, guys. So we can do whatever prediction we want to. We can say they are God in TA, whatever not. But there are people, big whales, big forces behind that are pushing and pulling certain stuff that they want to do it. We are just the pawns, we are just the victims. But the key question here is this. It's how long can you sustain? Okay? And are you more favorable for Bitcoin medium term to long term? Are you okay to hold it out for 6 months to a 2 years period? If you're okay to do that, then you should be okay. But the key question now is how to preserve the value of a Satoshi, how to preserve or how to gain more Satoshi in the process, right? And that's the toughest question to ask, because most of us are suffering in terms of US dollar value. I have given up looking at it. It's bullshit. So the question is, how do you then sustain the Satoshi value? How do you keep it constant, or at least bring it up in that sense? So the only few ways that I can suggest to you guys, or that this is definitely not financial advice, but I can recommend some ideas, is this. Number one, in Chinese, there's this saying, we call it 大刀破斧. Okay, what it means is this. It means you need to make big major movements. Those odds that are losing money, when there's a pump, sell it. Sell it not in 10%, 20%, sell it in 100%. So sell it to Tether, and then just keep it, and just think about it. The thing is, everything now is on a great discount. If let's say you are holding on to Cardano, it's down by 90%. For the very fact is, you cannot keep thinking that, wow, that back then Cardano was at this price. Back then Ethereum is at this price. Back then, whatever. That's dating back to a few months ago. But the question is, what can you do right now? Is that if some odds are appreciating against other odds, can you say, I sell this particular odd, I take into Tether, can I buy into the other cheaper odds that has a lower correlation? That means percentage-wise, they have dipped more than this particular odd. That is what you need to think about. Don't keep thinking, oh, will this survive? Will this coin start pumping? It won't, guys. When BTC dips, everything dips. Come on. So you got to wake up your idea and start thinking how to rebalance your portfolio. It's bleeding Forget about it. Forget about US dollar value. Just think about how to retain the Satoshi value. One way, the only way to retain your Satoshi value is to be holding on to stable coins, because the stable coins allows you to buy BTC later at a cheaper rate. So think about it. It's stupid, but it makes sense. Okay, I hate to say it, it makes sense. And then finally, back to our hero, Ethereum. Wow, okay, so this is Ethereum's chart on daily. It's dying beyond the beyond it when it got listed on Bitstamp. It's kind of funny. And it's heavily oversold, guys. It's still being suppressed by the cloud. It's not going anywhere. And it just fired 17% of its stuff. ICO projects are dying, and they're all built on Ethereum blockchain. I'm not saying I have no personal vendetta against Ethereum, but the point is, if BTC is not recovering, Ethereum hardly have a chance. Okay, even though they are still both on proof of work, but miners know that if they are mining Ethereum, why don't they just mine Bitcoin? Why don't they just mine Bitcoin Cash? Will Ethereum still recover to its glory days? We don't know. And one thing that we know is that if ICO, it's gonna be retired. This term is gonna be gone, right? It's a term that we use in 2017. It's not a term that we use in 2018. If STO is a term that we use in 2019, next year, will Ethereum be the blockchain that is gonna be used to build STO? That should be the next question, and that question will answer whether or not you should be shorting ETH or holding ETH, or even buying it in the first place. Is the development team still building on it? Is Vitalik still around? Okay, he has mentioned himself that he has mentioned so many times, rumored so many times that he's leaving the team. Is he still around? I have no freaking idea. But the question is, what is the next better contender for STO projects, right? Or a blockchain that you can build STO projects on? And the question is it Ethereum, right? So a lot of ICO projects. I mean, Ryan just made a few calls, right? That we will go from 105 to $80+ for Ethereum on Telegram channel. Some don't believe, but we did anyway. He's like a god in this kind of thing. And he has these magical lenses that he puts it on, and then he can see things. Yeah. So that is what we question on a daily basis. Me, Orbiton, and Ryan, we discuss this on a daily basis, and even with our legacy and elite members. So you gotta start questioning, okay? And the only thing that you can really do is either you watch your money get burnt, you bleed it out, or you try and fight it out. Lose US dollar value, doesn't matter, but you gain in Satoshi value because you still believe in the space, and you freaking grind on it. And then you hope for the best in 6 months to come. And that is in May 2019. And that is about a year away from the halving in 2020. So that is the best tip I can give you for today. So don't focus on US dollar value. If you still believe in the space, focus on gaining that Satoshi. How do you gain that Satoshi? Shorting it. But then when you short it, do you have an investment pot that is still losing value as well? That you need to take into consideration. When all odds have now tanked almost 50 to about 90%, everything is on a great discount, it's one of the best times to just shift your portfolio around, because when the bull run comes, some of these odds will definitely enjoy better gains than the others. The question now is, are you holding on to those good odds, or do you have to shift it out as well? That you should be thinking about. Not when will BTC moon, when will your token moon, when is BUT gonna come, when is the ETF gonna come, doesn't matter. What matters is, are you doing something about it, or are you totally just giving up on the space? That is the question for today. Okay, so now let's go to the questions, the Q&A. Sorry guys, I'm very deep today, but anyway, let's go. Okay, so definitely short-term wise, we're not going to be seeing great movement. Okay, we'll most likely be seeing the tank or the price going down still from now all the way building up to maybe February, I would say. And even in February, it's still questionable, because if miners do not produce corn, there is nothing to support the network, right? Transaction costs will still be high, okay? And question is, how can we then transact Bitcoin? Is there a value to it? Can we use Bitcoin then when the price fluctuates that much? A 10,000 US dollars used to be 1 BTC. A $10,000 now is 3 BTC. That is the difference, guys. So think about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, so Ryan is moderating. Awesome. Alright guys, so okay, so I think QJ, you basically helped me to summarize some of the great points. Thank you for agreeing with me. I don't need everyone to agree with me, it's fine. But you really need to question what you want to do. Okay, I'm doing this out of charity. I could be shorting the market right now and making some money, but I'm just doing it out of my own time, of our company's time, to just share with you what you can do. And you know, we just need to pray, and we just need to hope that when we do come up from these bullish times, you know, CG will definitely still be here. We are jam packing, we are grinding very, very hard right now. Everyone is still in the office, everyone is still full force working on things. We hedge out successfully. And also at the same time, we're still going to be building certain stuff, a lot of partnerships coming up in the pipeline. I cannot really mention so much yet, but guys, just clear the date on 20th December. We haven't fixed the time yet, but 20th December is the date to note on a Thursday, where Ryan and I will come live at a particular time that we'll fix slightly later. And we will talk about CG's direction for 2019. We will be discussing a few points. If you're watching this video right now, a few points, okay? Don't miss that. Number one, we will talk about the financial markets and what to prepare for a recession. Number two, we will talk about cryptocurrency market and certain TA portion about it. We will also be talking about what CG's product and services would be like and offered. We have already prepared a few products and services that could help you guys to enhance your portfolio or to help to manage certain risk and portfolio as well. And at the same time, certain partnerships that we will have, certain giveaway that we're going to be doing as well. And there's going to be a very exciting show that we're going to do next year as well. It will kickstart in January. I cannot say as much right for now, but CG Market Watch will still continue. It will and may be sponsored by certain projects still. And definitely that series of videos that's upcoming in January will be very, very exciting. I cannot say so much, but it will be done live as well. It's going to be a longer duration than CG Market Watch. It will not only just tell you the market, it will show you how to do it. I'm not going to tell you so much, but keep your date free on 20th December. It's a Thursday, the week before Christmas. We're going to give you some Christmas giveaway as well. We've already prepared certain gifts. I hope it comes in. So I'm just going to disclaim a bit. May have, may not have, but we will be here nevertheless. And we'll still deliver great content to you guys until the bull returns. And we will be riding this wave together. Be it in a bear, in a bull, we will be together with you guys. Alright, so CG Direction 2019, 20th December, clear that date. We'll be here, Ryan and I, live at this moment. You will call for it. We'll be here 20th December. And I'll see you in the next episode next week on CG Market Watch. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Take care, safe investing, and my heart and our heart at CG goes out to all of you guys. Okay, so safe investing. Take care.